Good morning. How do you determine the amount of money you give to our church? I hope you'll think about some of the things I'll mention today. In our membership vows, we each made promises that will keep us on the correct path. Pray often, attend worship on a regular basis, return to God a portion of the gifts we are given with the goal of reaching a tithe or beyond. Provide Christian service, that's putting our faith into action by serving others, and Christian witness, not hesitating to share our faith with others. These are not easy, and no one promised that it would be. When Beth and I moved to Oshkosh and became members of this congregation, I saw examples of people living their faith and practicing their membership vows. I learned from their example, and I'm still learning. I learned from a discussion in groups and individual conversations. Eventually, I realized that God does watch over us and takes care of us, and it's my responsibility to share what I have been given with others. We've always contributed to this church, but when we purchased our first home and started a family, giving a tithe 10% was not something we even imagined doing. It bothered me and how giving a tithe was even possible. During worship several years ago, a proportional giving chart was used and explained, and also a step chart showing the number at each level of giving. You will see these in your bulletin today. I used these to help identify the percentage of income we were giving, and it encouraged us to work toward giving back 10% or more. Originally, I calculated our income and what we were giving to the church, and I couldn't make the numbers come out any better than what they were. I hoped that God would realize that we were trying hard and we were giving enough, and we were not robbing Him. When the next stewardship drives came along, we tried to give more. We looked at our income and tried to increase our giving by 1% of our annual income. I recall many discussions about where the money would come from or where else it would not be spent on. And don't forget the other special giving and charities that are important. We tried the new amount with the mindset if it didn't work, we would just back off on it a little. Fortunately, we did not have to, and we're still able to contribute to many of the special appeals and needs of the church, and to give to the charities we felt strongly about. I'm asking you to accept this 50-day tithing challenge by returning the commitment of giving card you have been given. Please determine the amount of your income that you will give to First United Methodist Church. Try it, be a joyful giver, and trust that God will take care of you. The money that we give to the church is looked at as regular reoccurring amount, and when we are paid, the church is paid. This has become a habit or routine. We do use Vanco electronic funds transfer to help us stay on schedule, because when we are not in church, our offering is given if we are here or not, and that helps the cash flow of the church. It's important that money comes in on a regular schedule. As we moved into retirement, we did calculate our sources of income, looked at our fixed and discretionary expenses. Vanco has helped us direct our money to the church before we are tempted to use it on other things. We give back first fruits and not the leftovers. This is our goal. Now you've completed, or soon will complete, your 2020 income taxes. You will have the numbers available to see what your income is. Please ask God for guidance as you consider how to use the gifts and resources that you've been given. I'm asking each of you to seriously evaluate how you determine the amount of money you give to our church. When you go home today, please read 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verses 6 through 13. This summarizes much better than what I've said today what my intention is. Thank you for your time and attention.